Okay, hi guys, I'm here with Mateusz Kieliszkowski. Mateusz, how are you?
Hey everyone. Yeah, I'm okay. Now it's holiday time for me, but slowly return to my training and we'll see.
Yeah, obviously frustrating times for you again, as we found out, I think just the day before the Arnold started, that you got injured again. So can you just tell us what that injury was this time?
It was 7 weeks ago. It started 7 weeks ago. I have a lot of, advisors, and they give me idea to find some coach to powerlifting who know how use equipment like suit. And for me it was a good idea because I did myself since my start the career. I did everything alone. Training program, supplement, nutrition, everything alone, myself idea. But they talk it too much, and I stopped belief for my experience, and I gone to this coach. Firstly, I wanted change and improve knee wraps method technique. But when I gone there, coach said that my suit is wrong, and he changed my suit for different. And usually I wear my suit alone. Sometimes need one guy to help me a little bit. But this time, suit was crazy tight. 3 guys helped me, and I couldn't breathe. I haven't feel my toes, and they changed little bit my squat method. This suit also push my legs to middle, and this squat was terrible for me because it was not comfortable. It was not my squat, not my squat technique. And also we put big weight, over 300 kilo, with new suit, with total new different knee wraps method and new technique squat. And during squat, and when I finished it, in both legs, I got hurt and I got pain in a ilbitronal band.
IT band, yeah.
Yeah, IT, yeah. And I got also bursa trochanter inflammation there. After 10 minutes, I couldn't walk, couldn't go to my car, couldn't sit, couldn't go stairs. It was horrible time. 10 days, 10 days, same problem. And after 2 weeks, I started training again. And everything started to be questioned. It's possible to fix this to Arnold, But I started train from empty bar squat and put 10 kilo every day. And in my last training, I did over 300 kilo squats. It's nothing, but better, better than total nothing. And my head started work well because I was afraid. I was scary before lifted. And my rest events was also well, maybe not best like past or like 2020, but not bad. And I think this result could be very high in a competition place. What can I say about this? I'm not angry, for coach, because maybe he wanted to help me a lot of, they work at in suit, they work at an equipment more than natural power body, something like that. But I'm angry for myself because I stopped belief on my experience, and I changed and we changed, and I allow him to change three things in training, 7 weeks before. In my opinion, it's stupid because it's not allowed to change so big things before competition, you know. Yeah, and my last training, I go to train and dumbbell, and during push press dumbbell, I hurt again my left side, and straight away I go to doctor check everything. I got a lot of injections. There are a lot of tablets and pharmacy products, but it doesn't help for me. Nothing. It's still painful, and from my side, from my opinion, was best idea was give my place for reserve athletes. Bobby Thompson. Bobby Thompson was a really strong athlete. He's good athlete, and I wanted to be fair for organizer, for Jen Todd, for Rogue team, for everyone, because I think he could give better show than me now.
Yeah. Well, I know, speaking to Jan Todd, Steve Slater, they really respect you for making that decision. And obviously Bobby hugely appreciates it as well. So everybody respects you for doing that, because you could have gone there and you could have probably still finished, I don't know, mid-table, but instead you gave...
You know, I don't care about last place or 10-9, something like that. When I come to competition, I always think about top level, top place. So I think it was best decision for me to give place to my friends.
Yeah. Just to explain to people, this IT ban.
And also I break you because before competition we got email and Jen wrote message. If someone is injured, please let us. Maybe we change something, because we don't want same situation like Rogue Invitational. Remember, few athletes was injured, and it is not good show when 5 athletes fighting and 5 rest sitting on the chair. You know.
Yeah, it's not good for the sport. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And just to explain to people, this IT band syndrome, it goes from your hip to your knee. That area, yeah? And you can get inflammation in the hip and the knee.
In hip.
You had it in the hip, yeah? So this injury has nothing to do with your past injuries. This is a new injury.
This is same like 7 weeks ago, but it was not enough time to fix this.
Yeah.
No.
And what has your doctor told you about how much time you do need to fix this?
Firstly, I don't need surgery. This is most important. Yeah. I need maybe 1-2 weeks rest and pain stop it go down. And after this I can train again, something like that. But don't rush, don't hurry up, slowly going in the process.
Yeah. And you said you were squatting around 320 with this new suit. What were you squatting before that? What had your best squat been?
I did. Before meeting with coach, I did in my old suit, my wrong suit. I did 370 without crash pad.
Okay.
Deeper, yeah. Yeah, but 8-9 weeks before.
Okay. So, what target did you have for the Arnold Strongman Classic? Did you have a number in mind?
Over 400.
Yeah. Okay. And that would have got you big points, as we've seen.
Yeah, I talk a little bit about attempts, something like that. And I talk maybe first one, 370, 365, something like this.
Yeah.
Second, 380, 390. And third one, risk and go over 400.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But maybe next time, maybe next year.
Yeah, next year, for sure. So just talking about the Arnolds, we started with the max squat. JF Caron, I think, as everyone expected, won that quite easily, yeah?
Yeah, this guy is not human.
Obviously, then we saw disaster for JF in the log press, where he blew both tendons off his quads, he's damaged his ankle. Do you think that is partially to do with all the training for max squat? Because obviously that put a lot of pressure on that area, and then we had the dumbbell and then the log press. Do you think maybe it's to do with that? Because a lot of the guys I know had trouble with the training.
I think it's just bad luck, you know.
Luck, yeah.
I think it's sport, you know. It's a really, really hard really hard sport, difficult sport, and injuries always.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone can get something, but I think it was bad luck, if he torn knee, something like that, and escape,
mm-hmm.
maybe it could be better, but he dropped lock on his knees also.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, a lot of bad luck.
It was looked horrible.
Yeah.
But I hope he will recover well and maybe back to strongman. But I really hope.
Me too.
He's a good guy, good person, good, really strong athletes. I hope back.
And I think otherwise it kind of went like we expected. Rob Kearney, although he's small, we saw in training he's going to do a huge squat. So I think that was as expected. Then we went to the max dumbbell, obviously one of the events that you're very well known for. How was your max dumbbell training going? Because obviously this has been an issue since your tricep injury. So how was that going?
Before this competition?
Yeah,
I did 125, 130, something like competition weight. I haven't so much time to train a lot of this event because after Rock Invitational, I come back to Poland straight away. Go to my doctor because we had to cut my elbow 50 times, and they take off bursa from elbow because I had inflammation all time. And now everything is perfect. Now elbow, I feel my triceps finally.
Yeah.
He's going better, but my doctor said after 2 weeks you can train again. But it's hard to predict. It's hard to think about future. And he mistake a little bit. I started after 4 or 5 weeks.
Okay.
And I haven't so much time to dumbbell press and log.
What would your target have been in that dumbbell based on your training? How many reps were you looking for?
I talk about 5 repetition. Novikov did 7.
Yeah.
But he's good in dumbbell. He's one of the best.
Yeah, for sure. And the next best was 3. So anything more than 3 would have got you 9 points.
Yeah, but my goal was 5.
Yeah.
And in the competition time, we'll see. Maybe I would go more. Everything can happen.
Yeah. How's your tricep looking? Can we see how your tricep
now?
Looks? Yeah.
Now I have scars, but look good. It's not swole. It's perfect now. Not pay nothing.
It's unbelievable. 5 surgeries to fix that.
Yeah 5 surgeries in 4 years.
All of them in Poland, or you went somewhere else to?
3 was in doctor in Poland in Warsaw. They mistake all time because I got bacterial infection. And every time I torn because there was inflammation. They didn't test what is inside.
Right. Yeah.
And after 3 times, I changed doctor because I don't want to go again there and mistake 4 times. And new doctor fix this. Attach because after 3rd surgery in Warsaw, they didn't attach one triceps head.
Okay.
When I started straight my elbow like this one, like this position, my hand, my arm fall on my head. Yeah. I couldn't look out. Yeah, and after 4th surgery, the new doctor attached this bone. And now we could bursa and everything is perfect. Finally.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, okay. And then 3rd event was max log, unusual for the Arnolds. We don't usually see that. Again, some strategy. Had you been training log much?
I was ready for over 200, not maybe 210, but 205.
Okay, which again would have been a big result.
I don't know, something like middle, yeah.
Well, yeah, I think Martins came fourth with 200. Or did he come third?
I like Zlog.
Yeah.
Zlog is really good.
Yeah, because we just had Luke won, and then we had Bobby came third. He went for broke and just missed it. Yeah. So
how much kg was best result? 210 or
213, Luke.
13 or 14?
213, I think Luke got in the
13.
end. Yeah.
My best result in Giants Life was 214.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and almost 220, but I won competition, and I haven't pressured, to press 220.
Yeah.
It was enough to win.
Mm-hmm.
But it was past. I was stronger and younger.
Yeah. But we saw Rob Kearney again do well there after his tricep injury. He didn't go too crazy, but he made sure he got good points on the board. But he proved that you can come back from tricep injury and build your pressing up again, yeah? And after 3 events, he was in the lead.
Yeah. I never supposed it.
Yeah, nobody did, I'm sure.
It's big surprise.
Yeah.
Good surprise.
Yeah, very good.
He must improve a little bit. No, maybe not little bit. A grip.
Yeah.
And everything can change
mm-hmm.
in competition result.
Yeah. I mean, talking about the event before the dumbbell, were you surprised how many guys zeroed the dumbbell?
Yeah, I was surprised. It was crazy, because this is the highest level in the world, and at 125 kilo, mm-hmm. maybe it's not amateur weight, but I think everyone should do something with this weight.
It looks like from the outside, and of course it's easy from my position to say that, but it looks like a lot of the guys haven't got their technique right. Would you agree or not in the dumbbell? Because when we watch like yourself and Alexei dumbbell press, you have, an excellent technique. You can see it. A lot of the guys just don't seem to have that same form. Do you think it's about technique more than just the strength? Because obviously everybody's so strong. But for
everyone has different technique, like me, like Novikov and Markov mm-hmm. from Russia, and Rob Kearney also pressed different. Yeah. But in my opinion, for this level, Arnold Classic, everyone should do something with this weight.
Yeah. So in your opinion, because in all of the rest of strongman, zeroing means 0 points. And I know a lot of athletes agree with that. Would you prefer to see that system? I mean, personally, I would. I think if you can't make one successful lift, there should be no points.
Yeah, I think if you do nothing, you should get 0.
Yeah, I agree. It's an unusual scoring system at the Arnolds.
Yeah, it's different. I remember in the Rock Invitational, I touched bar and got 1 point.
Yeah, you got a point. Yeah, I mean, I know that was initially Terry Todd's idea that it's important to make strongman popular.
They don't want at 0.
Yeah,
they don't want at 0 for athletes.
They want to encourage the athletes to at least attempt to try, and that's why they always gave a point for at least trying. Which I can understand that point of view, but getting like 3 points for zeroing, some can seem a bit odd. I think certainly different.
Yeah, I think good lift or not good lift, 1 point on 0 points. Mm-hmm. That's it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we had squat, dumbbell, log, and then we really got into your events. We got into the frame carry. Again, a lot of guys touched that for the first time. Trey Mitchell, we know how strong he is. He's probably one of the best upcoming athletes in the world. Won the Shore Classic. He couldn't even budge the thing, which shows how difficult it is. What's the main difficulty with the frame? Is it that it's just so heavy? Is it that the grip's very wide? Why do people struggle with that one so much?
This grip in this frame is much better than past. In the past frame, the old frame.
Okay.
You remember old frame.
Yeah.
this grip is the really good handles.
Okay.
Like a bar, it's not slippery, nothing.
Yeah.
I remember 2020 when I ran against Haftor. I couldn't walk 30 meters or more.
Yeah.
Really, it is perfect grip there. And sometimes it's hard to have everything perfect. Lot of guys struggled with this.
Yeah, we saw 2 guys complete it. Maxime, very impressive.
Yeah, Maxime's really strong, really fast guy.
And Martins, who of course is very consistent and experienced in that event, he finished, but nobody else.
Martin has biggest experience because he practiced this last 2 years ago and also 3 or 4 years ago in Arnold.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we finished with the stone to shoulder. No one's ever got close to you on that. Again, some surprises, and obviously the big talking point was Tom Stoltman, probably known as the greatest stone lifter we've ever seen in Atlas stones. Couldn't move it. Were you surprised?
Yeah, huge surprise for me because before competition I thought he would throw the stone. If someone lift 300 kilo stone, it should be fly for him. 190 kilo, 186, something like that. But this stone is really slippery, and we can use towel tacky. But in my opinion, it doesn't help.
Yeah.
If you put chalk on chalk liquid, it will be safe for me. In training, I never practice towel tacky. In this year, only chalk on my hands, and that's it.
And how was your training going with the stone? Any of your injuries affecting this, or that was as good as always?
This stone, what I use in past, in my training, if I lift one time, I have to wait 1 minute, 2 minutes to lift second time.
Yeah.
And this year, I was ready to lift one by one for 3 repetitions in a few seconds, something like that.
Okay.
I think I was ready for 6 repetitions. I wanted to compete there to beat my own record. To save this for history.
Well, it doesn't look like anyone's going to beat your existing record anyway. No one looks close, so I think it's safe anyway. Going into the competition, who did you expect to be your main rival? Martins?
Everyone. I respect every athlete. Everyone can surprise. Everything is depends event. You can do what you want if you write events what you want.
Yeah. Well, proof of that is
that's why I respect everyone because you can change. You can put frame, for example, and some grip event, another one, and a lot of athletes can miss and lose points.
Was absolute proof of what you say because Trey Mitchell won the Shore Classic, which is crazy heavy, but he struggled here. Tom Stoltman is the world's strongest man, and he struggled here. So exactly as you say, it proves that it's all about events. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Okay. So just going back about your own career, starting off, how did you get into strongman? Where did it all begin for you?
Yeah, I started 16 years old, training in gym. I had rival in my gym, older friends, bigger of course than me. After 1.5 years, I was better. I was bigger, stronger. We watched a lot of YouTube video. Ronnie Coleman, a bodybuilder. Firstly, my dream was bodybuilding.
Okay.
And I always thought that. For example, Ronnie Coleman is a huge guy, for example, 2 meters, something like that, 150 kilo. But when I meet him first time in Arnold, Columbus, and 160 centimeters short, I thought, what the fuck is here? Yeah, but after this, I was the strongest guy in the gym, and my friend give me invite to really amateur competition for nothing, to try how I strong. I don't, without experience. I had experience only something like bar, dumbbell, and machine press. But I won this competition easily, and I got invited to harder competition, harder with stronger athletes, and I win sometimes not. It was mixed for me, and I started live this sport. And I bought equipment. My father make me help me a lot of stuff, special equipment like lock, dumbbells, yoke, because in gym it's hard to find this equipment. And I gone to Poland Strongest Man for amateur, and there was for first place the ticket and travel. They pay for travel also to Columbus, Ohio, to amateur. And I worked in my family company, sawmill. It is really physical job, hard job. It was outside. Sometimes was rain, sometimes snow, sun. Weather was changing. It's hard job. I was really tired. After I started the job at 5 at morning, finish at 2 p.m. Then go to lunch, shower, sleep, wake up at evening, training, sleep again, few hours, go to job again. It was hard time for me, but I have to earn some money to buy equipment, to buy supplements, because I haven't sponsored in this time. And I prepared really well for this competition. I had full list athletes before competition. I know every name, and my Facebook was totally empty, but I watched every athlete. When I come there, I know who can do something.
Exactly what they would do in each event.
And I won this competition. I had enough points to skip last event. And I got invited to Arnold Professional 2015 with Brian Eddy. It was best day in my life.
And of course, you came third there, yeah.
I came third place. And a lot of people in Poland told me that I should stay in home because it's not sense for me. I'm too weak, too small, because they kill me. I felt there like a child, because Haftor was over 200 kilo, Zydrunas 200, something like that. Brian Shaw was bigger. Everyone was huge, I did competition weight, something like that, something like frame uphill. We had in straps.
Yeah, back then,
500 kilo. But I thought it's still not enough, because, in my opinion, they can run with this weight. But I mistake, I was wrong, because they also struggled with this. I did really good result, because I did dumbbell 127 kilo, 4 repetition, something like this. Log 175. I missed 205. Only Zydrunas did 4 repetition, and the rest athletes fight in log 175. I did 6 repetition. It was best result. I beat Brian. I beat Haftor. Savatinov, also good pressure. I beat him.
I think Vytautas Lalas did 1 rep on 205.
But Zydrunas competed in 2017 or 18, something like that. Not 15.
2016, yeah?
15, I talked about 15.
15, yeah, you're right,
But, I beat also Haftor,
Was that a big surprise for you? You said like people in Poland said you shouldn't go. Did you did you believe you could come top 3, or you thought you can compete but you didn't expect that?
I didn't expect that I can be third, I talk about last place or night, maybe 8, if we'll be lucky. But my friends who helped me in gym, my family and me, I believe it.
Okay.
Believe it to do something there,
Yeah. And talking about family, have you got a history of strength in your family? Is there any kind of indication of why you've managed to get so strong?
Not so. No, I remember my grandfather was big, was huge. He was bigger than my father. But I was also thin and small, maybe tall, but not fat. When I started trained before high school, I had 75 kilo. Okay. And after 3 years, I bulk over 50 kilo. So I finished school in 125 on 30 something.
Okay, yeah, you were big then.
Yeah, I had, I have army school. I had an army school, and I had uniform army, and after 3 years I couldn't fit.
Yeah.
So I stopped going to school because I haven't this new uniform, and I escaped to gym. I didn't go it.
What is your official height? Because obviously we always see like the stats on TV. Are you 2 meters or a bit under?
No, 195 centimeters.
195, yeah, okay. And like, what's your body weight now? What would you have come in at the Arnold?
Over 150, 152, 154, changing,
Okay. So for this Arnold, you would have come in somewhere between 150 and 155?
Yeah, this Arnold should be this weight. Okay. Yeah. Last 2 years ago was 148, 150, something like that. I feel good in this weight. Feel comfortable. My condition is okay. I can't bulk to 170, something like that. It's enough for me. 150 is enough.
Yeah. And the most famous strongman from your country is Marius Putzanovsky. Obviously, everybody's familiar with him. Do you have any type of relationship with him? Do you speak to him, or?
Honestly, I met him only one time in competition. He was referee for me.
Right.
In 2016, before World Strongest Man, and we talked a little bit. And before my conversation with him in Facebook because I wanted to buy Atlas stones.
Right. Yeah.
But we didn't deal.
Make a deal, no?
No.
And apart from that, you never spoke with each other?
No.
And how is strongman in Poland right now? It's popular or not so popular?
No, not like Marius time. Now we don't have TV. And in past, every Sunday people sit next to TV and they watch it, Now we don't have this. Yeah. And this sport is not popular now.
Yeah. Is there any Polish athletes you know of that are coming up that potentially could compete like at World Strongest Man and Arnold Strongman Classic level, or there's no one that you know of that is really?
I think maybe if I can win, if I win World Strongest Man, maybe it's some move something.
Yeah, inspire some people, yeah.
But I don't know now.
And what about your life outside of strongman? Any particular hobbies, or what do you like to do to relax?
About my hobby? My hobby is sleeping, eating.
Yeah.
But sometimes ride a motorcycle a little bit. And I don't have so much hobbies.
What sort of motorcycle do you?
I have a cross enduro.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But I have to be careful, because one crash accident and I can finish career. That's it.
Yeah. Leave your motorbike in the garage until you retire.
Yeah. And bike is safer or walk.
Yeah. And about your training, we all see this kind of big wooden shed that you train in. How did that come about? Is that a shed on your property that you own, or you rent this shed somewhere?
What you mean?
The shed that you train in, your gym, it's like next to your house, or you rent this shed somewhere, or?
Yeah, I have 100 meters to my gym. It's really close. Yeah, I see from window.
Oh yeah. Okay. And
it's really close.
Do you prefer to train like that, in that sort of style, or would you rather train in a big gym?
I started in the worst place. I had a really small place before, and lot of things, events. I had to go outside and train. Sometimes I have to, because it was frozen, minus 20 degrees outside. I had to put fire, and warm my hands, because I couldn't touch the steel, the iron, But after a few years, my father built bigger place for his company and give me old place, old garage, and I move my equipment there. We repair this garage a little bit, and I stay there.
Do you have like a big commercial gym anywhere near you, or there's no big gyms where you live?
I live in a village, and my next city where I can find gym is around 30 minutes for me. But there is commercial equipment, it's not for me. I don't like this place, because if a lot of people coming, you have to wait for equipment, you have to wait for bar, for plate. You can't voice breathe, because everyone's watching around. People don't understand sometimes, but I love my gym. I can focus, I can scream there, I can do everything.
Yeah. And what about training partners? I know you have like friends that come. They train with you or not?
Yeah, I have two friends, but we not train together. Like we don't do frame, for example, or yoke. They help me to set up equipment, to check time, something like that, to recording video, to scream, to slap sometimes, to support me.
And your training, do you have anyone to help you with your programming and things for your own training, or you decide everything yourself?
I did myself everything now. One time, 7 weeks ago, I used coach, and never more coach, never more experienced people. I will do everything alone, like always.
And how did you learn to coach yourself? Did you get advice from other athletes, or you just read and watch things, or you just listen to your own body?
I listen to my body. I started professional career 2015. I learn after mistake and good results, something like that. And I know what my body needs now.
Yeah. So is there any coach in the world right now that you would maybe consider, or you think?
I think only one guy, Sebastian Oreb, can do something, because he make a machine from Haftor. I remember 2015, 2016, I beat Haftor easily, and when they started work together, he escaped, he jumped, and we couldn't match him.
And so why don't you consider training with him?
We have conversations sometimes with writing, but he won't help me. But it's too far. I think, in my opinion, we should work together. He should live here in Poland or me in Australia, because online training is not same like live training.
Okay, yeah. And how is your training split? Do you train a day and a day off, or how many times per week?
It depends events, but usually I do one day training, 1 day rest, training, rest, and all time.
And do you use any of the recovery methods that are popular today, like hot and cold therapy, anything like that?
Yeah, I do it, massage also, a lot of machines to regeneration, electrotherapy, something like that.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, sleeping is most important. 8 hours should be every day.
Yeah. Yeah. And nutrition is the same? You have no nutritionist?
Same, but by myself.
And how does your diet look? Do you have a set amount of calories that you aim for each day?
No, I never count my calories. Never. No. I don't know. I eat enough to be not hungry.
Okay. So you don't struggle to eat how much you need to? You don't force yourself to feed? No?
No. I eat almost everything. I eat pizza. I eat at McDonald's sometimes. It's for people. It's for people. It's enough. It's normal. And of course, I eat beef, meat, rice, fish, eggs, oatmeal, like people who making sport. Donuts also.
Yeah.
But I don't care about calories.
No, okay. And so you say you're going to continue to coach yourself. The one thing I think as fans everybody worries about is you kept having injuries or setbacks with injuries. What have you learned from these last few years that maybe you need to rest more, you need to take more time after an injury? What's the main things when you reflect?
No, in my side, I was bad luck because I found shit doctors. Okay. They should do tests after surgery about bacterial, but they didn't. And I had this few years inside. Yeah. That's why my elbow torn again, because I had liquid there. I talked with my doctor. Yeah. I had liquid and it's painful for me, But he said, it's okay, everything will be perfect, wait more time and everything will fix. It doesn't.
Okay. Do you think on reflection that maybe you push yourself too hard in training sometimes?
It's hard to say because I compete professional since 2015. And this year I would be the oldest experienced athlete then.
Yeah.
And if I don't train so much, probably I couldn't be third in 2015.
But I know you and I speak to you and you're like a perfectionist. I can get a world record on the frame. I can get 6 reps this time on the stone. But actually, you don't have to do that to still win.
But it's my ambition. Maybe it's stupid. Maybe it's wrong for me, and dangerous. But I like this.
But what's more important to you, to win competitions or records?
Of course, competition, but records also. Both.
But it's kind of your answer there. If you want to win the competitions, maybe you don't need to push yourself quite so hard because I think everyone wants to see you.
I always want something more, little bit.
Yeah. But
now I have to, I know my body now, and I know one small mistake, something, everything can happen, and I have to be 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 careful.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's good. I mean, you live and you learn, and you're still in your 20s. That's the crazy thing. So you've got a long time left, yeah?
Yeah.
What are you now, 28, 29?
29.
So
I'm old.
You got lots of time left, though, yeah?
We'll see. Sometimes people now writing message, comments that I should finish career, but when I watch, for example, for Zdrunas, he won last Arnold at 40.
Yeah, about 40, yeah.
Yeah. So when I watch for him, I have time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't rush.
It's always a dangerous thing to listen to what everybody says. You never listen to them. It's you know yourself what you can do. It's definitely lots of time left, for sure.
Yeah.
And talking about like the frame, you're notoriously good for your great grip. Lots of people are interested how you train grip.
I don't have so much method accessories to training grip. I always, when I finish, when I run with frame and cross the line, I always hold, wait, 20, 30 seconds, someone count time for me, and always finish like that.
Okay. And you do any accessories, grippers or anything like that?
Nothing.
No? Okay.
I do only this. It's enough for me.
And how do you develop your speed? Because again, obviously you're super fast at things like the frame and the yoke. Do you work on speed specifically?
I always do uphill a little bit. Maybe not same like a Columbus ramp, but uphill all time.
Okay.
And second, when I do uphill walk, I use machine and forklift.
Yeah.
To go down and I go myself uphill.
Okay. Yeah.
Because when you go from down, it's more dangerous for knees for ankle.
Yeah.
I always going uphill.
And do you train cardio only by event training, or you use a bike or anything else?
About cardio. I have one exercise like I have sandbag 120, 130 kilo. Move from ground, run 10 meters, drop, lift again, come back, and do few times. For example, try to do 100 meters and 10 times or more drops.
Okay.
It's for example it's one set for me.
Yeah.
After that I puke almost always.
Really?
But it really work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, first 2-3 trainings is horrible, but after this body start to work with me.
Yeah. There's talk this year or next year of a dumbbell world record competition, perhaps like yourself, obviously Alexei, Yevgeny, I think probably Evan. Are you interested in attempting like dumbbell max world record, or it's not a priority?
I want. Yeah. If someone will put this event to competition, I really want this. I will prepare. I have more time.
Yeah.
My elbow is perfect now. Triceps is work. So I need time to improve this event. Of course, I won't try.
With like, let's say 6 months, good training, feeling healthy, where do you think the max dumbbell world record can go to? How much?
Oh, it's hard to say. Of course, more than 150. 155 maybe or more. I don't know, but it depends about preparation.
I mean, I know there's people.
Of course, new record.
Yeah, people talking like 170 could be coming. There's so much.
I think it's not possible. Not maybe 155, 160. After 120, every 5 kilo is big jump,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
No, I did in past 130 and I put 136, and it was like a 20 kilo more, you know, feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always like to ask you guys about psychology, the part we can't see. So, 2 questions about psychology for you. First of all, how do you reflect on these last couple years where you've missed World's Strongest Man and Arnold's? Are you sad and angry about that, or you just feel like it is what it is? How do you reflect on everything?
Both angry, sad, and also disappointed, you know. But World's Strongest Man, I could win because it was good events for me. This year, Arnold was best events in my career. Every event was great for me, you know.
Yeah.
But I like we talking all time. I'm not so old and I have time.
Yeah. And your motivation is still high. You still have that same hunger and motivation.
Yeah, I'm still hungry, still motivated, and I have still same ambition. And I hope nothing will stop me again. I have to fix my leg now and slowly coming back to training and be smart in my training.
Yeah.
And return to my full power.
Yeah. And psychology in terms of when you compete, when you go for like a max lift, where do you go in your head? Are you someone that has to get angry, or you're someone that stays relaxed? Where do you go in your mind?
I try to think about like I want damage all athletes. I want to win, and also I try thinking about victory.
Yeah. Okay. So it's kind of anger, like you want to beat everybody. It's more like that.
Something like that. I want deload my power.
Yeah. Like detonate it, yeah, like a bomb.
Yeah. Something like that.
So what are your main goals now in the sport? To win World's Strongest Man and the Arnolds, or anything else, or?
This both, and Europe's Strongest Man, and some World Ultimate Strongman also.
Okay. Well, I believe you're going to do it, and I'm glad to hear you still do.
I really would like.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you got lots of time, and all the fans want to see you back. We're disappointed that you missed the Arnolds, but you're going to be back.
I'm disappointed too, but you know, sometimes we can't have everything.
No, that's it.
You know, I got a lot of pharmacy stuff, pharmacy products, but it doesn't help. You know, it could be stupid idea if I come there and do nothing in competition. You know, people can be disappointed more than me.
Yeah.
Because I could do nothing or maybe do something, but people accept something more.
Is there a chance we'll see you at Europe's Strongest Man?
It's 50-50 for me for this time. I have to wait a few days more maybe and start some training, but I don't want to risk again.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll see how you feel. And
if I hurt again my legs, then again, few weeks stop, few weeks rest for me, and it's not good for preparation, you know, because my power will go down.
Okay, but World's Strongest Man definitely.
World's Strongest Man definitely.
Okay, good. Well, that's a good way to end this on, I think. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, I hope events will be good for me also.
I hope so
and
too.
I will do my best.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, well, we appreciate you talking to us about the Arnolds and about your situation, and we'll see you soon, and I'm sure we're going to see you winning the majors.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you. And last story, I apologize for my English if you are not understand something, but I try improve my English. So
Your English is great. I can understand everything. Yeah.
not best, but I try. I will try improve if something bad.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for conversation. Bye.
Thank you.